Guilt tripping is a favorite manipulation tactic of covert narcissists. Often, we don't even know we are being exploited until it is too late. Sometimes even if we know we are being exploited, we rather give in than feel bad about ourselves. In this video, I cover how covert narcissists manipulate you with guilt and the effects it has on you and your life. At the end of the video, I give you the first step you need to take in blocking someone from controlling you through guilt. Guilt is a signal from a part of your brain that an action you took or are about to take does not align with your values and your identity or the person you believe yourself to be. Values are just guidelines that help you decide, such as a value to be kind to others. This value then forms part of your identity as you see yourself now as a kind person. If you were to lash out at someone, your brain would flag the conflict between your action and your value of being kind, and you would experience guilt. It does not mean you did something wrong, it just means you need to reflect on why you acted differently than your value and update the value or change the priority compared to other values. Covert narcissists love to use our natural desire to act according to our values against us for their benefit. It is a devious tactic because unlike threatening you where you know you are only doing something because they force you to, guilt tripping makes you feel as if you are doing it because this is the kind of person you are. So you almost feel like you are choosing to do what they ask of you, which allows a narcissist to get you to do things you would not normally do. The way they do this is to convince you that you have a value that you don't actually have and that not doing what they require of you violates this value. Thus, you are not who you claim to be. A classic is for the narcissist to make you believe that you are responsible for their emotions. That it is a value of yours to act always in a way that makes them happy. This allows them to manipulate you as the moment they don't get what they want, they act all upset and claim it is your fault that they are upset. They may, for instance, say, "I thought you said you loved me, yet look how you have upset me now." The implication here is that if you love them, you should have a value of never upsetting them. So if you upset them, you don't love them. Naturally, we want to stay consistent with our image of being a loving partner. But to do that, you have to now comply with a rule you never yourself agreed to, but one they forced onto you, which is to never upset them. And the only way you can make them happy is to give in to their demands. Or maybe a friend wants to borrow money and you say no, and they reply with, "I thought you were my friend, but I see the truth now." Suddenly lending them money is part of a definition of being their friend. If you want to keep your identity of being their friend, you have to lend them money. Basically, the narcissist takes an identity you associate yourself with and then redefine it to suit their agenda. They may even impose an identity onto you and then define this identity to their liking. For instance, you have a work colleague who you only occasionally talk to at the water cooler. Then one day they ask you to help them move house on the weekend. You say no. And they respond with, "But I thought we were friends. I would totally help you out if you asked me." They now projected the identity of you being their friend onto you and defined it as you needing to do anything the other person asks of you. This is a sneaky tactic, as narcissists know that most people will try to avoid upsetting others or looking selfish. You have to either agree to helping them or declare that you are not friends, which if you do, they will act all upset and may even say that in that case, you should never come to them for help at work. If you agree to help, you just fell into the trap of taking on the identity they gave you that they can redefine at any time to further exploit you. You may think it is only this one thing, but it is the start of a long cycle of exploitation. Guilt tripping creates a sense of being in the wrong, even if you did nothing wrong. It makes you feel responsible for other people's feelings and situation. And it creates a sense of anxiety and pressure to immediately fix the situation. Guilt tripping also causes confusion in you, as part of you know you are being treated unfairly, while another part of you feels compelled to please the other person. If you do not want to comply, you feel pressured to explain and defend your choice, as if you are now going back on your word. Guilt tripping can cause you to avoid the person less. They again guilt you into doing things for them. You may also start to mistrust people and fear that people just want to take advantage of you, especially if you are a people pleaser who struggles to say no. This may cause you to avoid going out and socializing, and you may struggle to make friends. So how do you deal with guilt tripping? How do you say no without feeling horrible doing it? The first thing to do is realize that the person placed a value or identity onto you that is not yours. Thus, they don't care about your feelings. They care about what they can get out of you. Worrying about what they think of you if you say no is kind of pointless, as they see other people as objects to exploit through emotions. Is this the kind of person you want to care about what they think of you? You could say, we are friends, but what you're asking is unfair and a friend would not do that. Or, I do love you, and if you love me, you would not ask me something I cannot give you. Normal guilt is a signal for you to explore why you did something different when you thought you would, and then grow from that lesson. Toxic guilt manipulates you into acting in ways that you do not want to, and forces an identity onto you that you do not want. If you would like help in dealing with guilt, regret, or shame, as well as finding purpose and meaning in life, contact me by using the link in the description. Thank you for watching.